Everyone, Teresa Morrow here. I wanted to share another life lesson, and that is about release of control. I have the biggest problem with this. I wish I didn't. I struggle with it. I think I'm getting better. At times I am better at it, and let me explain what I mean by that. When I say release of control, for me, and this may happen with you as well, is I feel like I have to figure out what's going to happen next. Like I have to know. I think some planning is really good in some situations. However, what I'm talking about is I get so obsessed with having to know what's going to happen next. Well, no one knows what's going to necessarily happen next. Many times in my life, even recently, when I thought something was going to go one way, it went totally the opposite way, which again makes me, realize I don't have total control over what I think I may have control over. It brings me back a lot to the Serenity Prayer, which is, working with what you can control, letting go of those things that you can't control, and knowing the difference between the two. And when I say that I've gotten better at it, that's what I'm talking about. I've been able to better identify when I am struggling with that. I have to figure it out. I step back for a second and think, okay, Teresa, is what you're trying to figure out something that you can control? Or is it something that's absolutely out of your control? Whether you want to or not, you have no control over this. And most of the time I find that usually when I'm so hard pressed to find out an answer or figure it out, many times it's because I have no control over it. And that's when I allow myself to release it and let it go. It does allow me that freedom to not hold that inside me, or that space, or that worry to try to figure it out anymore, because worrying about something isn't going to change it if I can't control anything about it. Now, if I can do something about it, then okay, then that's a different story. I can go and go down that road, and then I can figure out what I want to do with that. But many times I find that the situation that I'm contemplating and struggling with many times is something I have no control over. So that is my life lesson to share with you, is when you find yourself really struggling, trying to figure stuff out, ask yourself, is this something that I can control? If it is, then great. Then try to, figure out how you want to work that out. But if it isn't something that you can control, realize it, accept it, and then let it go. Again, this is Teresa Morrow for another life lesson.